Contain. So I wanted to share my thoughts on this game since it seems to be getting pretty negatively reviewed right now. I'll be honest, so far this game has a lot of potential, and keeping in mind this game is early access, so it's going to have some bugs and other issues. But I like how transparent their developers have been, and they've been quite active in the community discussions for what I could tell, which is always a plus. So I'll start with the bad aspects of the game so far. So there's are very minimal graphics options, and I feel having the power to tweak them more is very important, especially as an option to remove motion blur would be extremely appreciated. Overall, I think the game honestly looks pretty good visually, although it does seem a little pixely at times. I'm not sure how else to describe it. Maybe it's an issue with AI or something else, I'm not sure. This game has a run perfectly fine on ultra settings on my PC I have, but I do have a higher end one too. My last two compliments in the crouching stealth is a big factor in this game, with this being a tactical shooter and all, but I find when I crouch I get this weird issue where I'm unable to move forward, or the movement just feels like a little wonky in general to some extent, be it getting stuck on something invincible. But the crouch issue is able to be broken out of by leaving crouch, but that's definitely a must fix ASAP. Last main issue is the AI seems a little weird. They seem to kind of know exactly where you're at sometimes and shot with a pinpoint precision, so some tweaks that definitely need to be implemented. I haven't had any issues with them shooting at me through the walls like I saw some or other people mentioned earlier, and I haven't had the problem like some where it doesn't solve my loadout. But I think for some they actually need to save the load of in one of the several equipment sets at the bottom. The game even kept mine when joining my friend's game. Multiplayer see like it works well too, with no connection issues there. Now on to the good. I absolutely love the visual style of the game with the weird neo-futuristic vibe, almost it's the proper way to describe it. The gameplay feels pretty fun overall, and being a tactical shooter that focuses on combat realism, you need to choose your action carefully and work with your teammates accordingly to deal with intense situations. I also really love all the weapon and equipment customization. It's very in-depth and fun to find the right set of the gear that works for you. Like being able to attach magazine punches to your vest for the res ammo for your primary and sidearm, as well as some other tools like explosive flash and smoke grenades, and even some medkits, which are definitely a must. It would be nice to be able to use a stim to retrieve a down teammate eventually too. But overall, with what the game has the decent quality I've experienced so far, I think this game has a lot of potential, and I can't wait for the developers to further improve upon and eventually add more content to the game. The game is of pretty good quality for the far as they bring in early access. It's bounded to have some bugs and quirks, so I'll be making sure to provide the devs with ample feedback and suggestions to help them on their journey of turning this into an absolutely amazing game. Because this game got some really good potential, and I can see once it has more time to cook, it'll be super awesome. And the fact that the devs have been very open about everything is a big plus. I have faith they can do this. Please give it a try to yourself to help support the developers, and I have no doubts why they won't let us down as time goes on. It's an early access game and no one really forces you to play it. If you don't like it, refund and come back, like a year later. If the game is still in the same spot, then pour your hate. But to anyone who watches this review, it's worth a play and even more fun when played with like-minded friends. Though be warned and play the game considering the con sections of this review. I will continue playing and maybe edit this review for a couple of months. When Cyberpunk first came out, it wasn't even early access, but now everyone talks about how they turned things around, it's even getting all what. So thank you guys for watching this review, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next videos.